Hello, friends. Happy Ramadan. I wish it will be a month full of blessings. I was thinking that maybe I just share with you some of the things that I do during Ramadan, kind of routine. Um, since we're fasting for the whole day, my gym schedule changed a little bit. It's more like late night workouts. That will help me a lot with creating content because there aren't plenty of people and it's not that crowded. Things that I usually do and you probably can do as well is during Ramadan I just read the Quran. I try to finish it by the end of Ramadan. The way I do it is just go with two hizb a day, and by the end of Ramadan read the whole Quran, which is a very good and it's not too much, like two hizbs is like half an hour a day. After Tarawih prayer, I just hit the gym. So that's usually the schedule that I go with during Ramadan. Another thing that I want to add is this month is like a man. It's like a dopamine detox from food, from everything that you usually consume during normal days. And it's a blessing to have this every single month. I even went a step ahead with my dopamine detox, which I already initiated before Ramadan, which was lowering the social media consumption, Instagram for the most part, and Facebook for other page management related stuff. And this month, I would just recommend that you just try as much as you can to lower the outside influence, be it media or be it like entertainment in general. It will be a bit tough because your day will be longer, but I think it's a good thing in a way because you're learning discipline for the most part. You're giving up food and water and other things, up more stuff, not just because you want to make it hard for you, but is a way of more like showing how far can you go with your discipline. So first things that I try to give up this month, music, because it has a huge effect on how our brain operates and it will swing our mood like that. So that's the first thing that I give up in this month. With social media as well, so I try to replace music with audiobooks and podcasts, entertainment videos with something constructive, something that can help me with my career here, with like the personal brand that I'm building. Yeah, so I told you that I've been cooking something for a long time. I have a new YouTube channel and soon I'll probably start, not sure yet, but probably gonna start a clothing brand. And yeah, I don't know if there are any customers for it now, so I don't know if I'm even gonna share this or not. I will link the channel in my description and you can have a look at it, follow it, and I will link all the social media related to it if you want to follow it as well. This one I want to share with you, and if you can support, that will be amazing. Right, so another thing that I want to add, having Ramadan far from family has been tough as well. For those who don't observe Ramadan, it's kind of tough. It's like Christmas without family. Yeah, it is kind of tough being in another country, going through Ramadan, but well, another thing to add for this month is a chance to unlearn things that you already went through, of things that you used to normally do a non-Ramadan month. I would say me beating the video game thing and not playing video games no more must be one of the best decisions that I made this year, as well as lowering my social media consumption, as well as some stuff that I had or learned growing up. You know, there are plenty of stuff that get engraved and it's hard to drop because that was the norm growing up. I think it's normal, but it's not. It's not that I'm saying that my upbringing was like, in a sense, different than the normal one, but each family presents some values that you really can actually live. Okay, so to elaborate on that point, I would say that our parents, they're just doing whatever that like they think it works at that time, or that is a thing that is safe to do. But one thing is you have to outgrow the nest environment. I'm not saying like go partying or go clubbing or something, but there are some rules that are made in the household that are not applicable in like a professional life or a career life. So if you stick to those old rules, I don't think you can succeed in your career endeavors. So one of the key elements, if you're in late 20s or your early 20s as well, is try to break those habits, because yeah, they might work for a like for the situation that you're in, or the nest environment that you're at, but the other environment, the wild environment that requires you to fly and survive, needs different way of learning. That's why you have to relate to people that are already in the wilderness. You know, they're in that career field, not your parents. I mean, with all due respect, you might ask your parents about like stuff related to like upbringing, or like they might teach you how to be a good man or a good woman. But when it comes to something professional, their advice is heard, but should like might not be applicable to nowadays, because they might lack the knowledge. And those are some major points that I want to talk about actually in this video. I don't want to make it that long. I tried my best to make it concise, like 10 minutes. As I mentioned in the previous video, you know, it's a fast-paced era for content creation nowadays. So there are like barely people that finish the 10 minutes video, regardless like a half an hour video. I'm bad in writing. I do some journaling nowadays, but I feel that with videos it's more like first getting over the camera phobia thing, and second is more like sharing ideas and whatever knowledge that I acquire like in my humble time in this earth. I would say this will pretty much sums it up, and I would really wish you a happy Ramadan and happy detox season. You really have to work on starving yourself from these free dopamine hits, and try to seek like a healthy way of gaining dopamine, be it reading books, reading the Quran, or just a very gentle or a very kind act to another brother or to another person in this world will give you that comfort that you're seeking. Limiting your social media will be a must, especially like a TikTok or something like. There are plenty of stuff that you can do with your life, believe me, than scrolling endlessly on that is made there to just take your life away, and you might not notice it, but you're basically just scrolling endlessly. Next thing you know, the day is already gone and no progress made. Well, I'm not a saint myself, and I'm not a holy person or a perfect person. When the camera drops, there are plenty of stuff that might go wrong and things that I try to repent and fix as well. But I'm just sharing. Hopefully, this will spark a turn point, or a starting point for something better. That's pretty much it. I hope that you will have a wonderful Ramadan, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully you'll be better than the previous week. So I'm sorry that I didn't maintain my promise of posting it every week, but I'll try to commit to it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.